Hey, so I just wanted to put this little clip at the start of the video, but this is, I guess, what I was aiming to make for the tutorial, but the colors I used in the tutorial and I can't be able to refilming were just like terrible because I don't know what I did. But if you just play around with colors, you'll see in the tutorial like the colors look absolutely shit. But this is what you can get, and so yeah, just yeah, I guess tutorial is gonna be coming up. What's going on? This is Lopu, and I haven't made a video in like absolutely ages because I'm doing my last year of school, and I've pretty much just had to like focus on that. Um, and so I thought I'd just do a video today because I've been doing this school project, which you can see in the background, and I guess I learned a lot from it. There's stuff with like trapcode form, and there's some keying stuff like getting that square in the middle of what I filmed and my hand, which is pretty cool, I guess. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it, and we'll get on with it. So I'll make a new project and a new composition, and 3 minutes is good. And the first thing we're going to do is just make a solid layer. So we just want a black solid layer. And then we're going to make an adjustment layer. And this adjustment layer is where all the particle or hologram effects are going to be. So we open the effects controls for that. And we put in an effect called trapcode form. And so you can see here we get this square. And then we're going to put in a camera. Chuck in a camera. And make sure you have depth of field on. And that's all you need. And you hit enter. Oh, okay. And now you can actually orbit these particles in a 3D space. So we'll just leave that there for now, and we'll play around with the depth of field later. So now if we go to form, and we go to base form, I'll just make the size 350, 350, and then particles here 150 and 100. And then we only want two walls because the box is going to be hollow. So we're actually going to copy this 3 times or twice and make walls on either side. So then we can go to color or particle, and we change the size random, the opacity random, I don't know, 75. This just gives a little more realistic look, I guess. We can actually bring it up to 85. And the color. So what color do we want? I used like a bluey on mine, but I use like a light blue. So yeah, we'll keep that there. And that's all we need for that. The transfer mode is fine. Might change that later because we're going to bring it into another composition. But at the moment, that's totally fine. So now we're going to copy this effect. Where's the edit name? Yeah, here we go. Base one. Alright, I'll just put in a new one. What was it? 350. I think once I do this once, I'll be able to do it. Whatever color this was. We can make this. Alright, and now I'm going to rotate this one on the Y, because it's like this, 90 degrees. And that is changing where is There we go. Alright. So I have to change the render to add. Alright. Now should be able to just copy this. Yeah, there we go. And I'll rename this to, this one should be base 2, and this one can be base 3. Now base 3, we're going to rotate on the X, so we change the X to 90. And now you can see, if I rotate, we have a cube, right? And it doesn't look very good, but it'll look better later. So now what we're going to do is, we're going to do the edges. So I might lower how many particles are in all of it actually, back to 100. Because it doesn't exactly look the best. And so, and I'll change the front one because that's what I did in the last one. Alright, there we go. So now we have a cube. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the sides look like, in the other project, look like they're thicker and sparkling. So we make a new effect. We call it trapcode. Trapcode form, again, just the same thing. Rendering, we add it, right? And then the base form, we're going to do box strings. And we want this to be 350 again. All this 350. But we want there, in the Y, we only want 1. And in the Z, we want 2. So that if we bring the position of this, which is, where is it? Here. Yeah. We can match it up to the edges. And so we just want this plus, what's half 350? 175. Yeah, so there we go, it's on the edges. And this one, we're going to go to particle, and we change the color to a stronger blue. And I might actually have to decrease how many particles are in each one of these. So yeah, there we go. And now we're going to go to fractal field. And we want to change the effect size. So you can already see here. Oops. You can see here we're getting this. See that? So that's what we want. We don't want it too strong, that's pretty good. We want it to affect the opacity. So just bring that to 78. And then the flow evolution is how quick it's going to change. So we want that to be a little bit quicker. I'll put that to 65. So you can see if I scrub along here, it changes, which is good. If I do a quick render, which is probably going to take a while, you can see that it's slowly changing. I'll play that back in real time. Hang on. Yeah, so that's pretty good. Might be a bit too quick. I might just leave it on 50. And that's all we want. We don't want any displays or anything like that. If we change this, it's just going to move it. So we don't need that. And now we're just going to copy this again so that it's on all the sides. So love having a slow computer. Alright, so I'll copy this, and then we can rotate it base form. So we want it on the we actually want it rotated on the Z, so we change that to 90, and then we're going to have to minus 175 from that, and then we're going to have to, I'll leave this on 0 for now. I think there's something wrong with the oh yeah, it's just because I can't see it. So I'll just turn the fractal field off for now. And yeah, there we go. So then I'll rotate this 90 degrees, and I'll move this 175. That's not what I needed. Needed it here. 175 there. So now it's on the edge there. And we can put this onto, what was it? Can't remember what it was. 7. Yep. And then we can copy this one again. That did not work. And make the base form minus 350. So now it's on the top. And this one again. Minus 350. So now we have a box with these things all on the edges. And if I'll have to change the opacity random on I'll make this 100 because we aren't getting much. Yeah, that's a problem. Yeah, so there we go. Looks better. So yeah, we pretty much have I mean, we have our box. I'm gonna change that. It's too big. So I'll change this to, I think 4. 4's alright. I'll have to change it on everything. Wow, 9. 4. Put that on 4 again. Alright. So now we have a pretty good box. And if we add a glow to it, so just want to add a new adjustment layer. go to Effect, Stylize, add a glow. You want the glow radius to be pretty high, and the threshold to be quite low, but the radius to be pretty high. And so what you'll actually get is, when you orbit, the glow is going to kind of get stronger when you go to the edges, and it gives a pretty cool effect.
Hey Nikolai, was
Yeah.
nicht gucken da beim Auto?
Alright, so yeah, we have this box here. I'll get it back in the middle, and the glow is pretty good. I'm gonna up that a bit more and change the intensity. So yeah, there we go. It's a bit more shiny. And so now what we can do is bring our footage in. So we want to make a new composition, and I'll open my Finder. So which ones are there? Yeah, it's just this one. And I can bring that down here, and then I'll just cut to, I think, here. Yeah. Ah, yeah, so I'm gonna have to, where is it? 190. 180, alright. So, and I'll turn the sound off. So, yeah. It's, yeah, this bit. Alright. So, if we bring in comp 1, which is not that at all. If we bring in comp 1, and we change the transfer mode to add, then you can see that we have a box here, right? But we want my hand to be over the box, and we want, let's make it a bit smaller. So there we go. And we want my hand to be over the box. And so to do that, we have to copy this, and we have to put it up above it, and we want this one to be frozen. So we go to time, and we go freeze frame, right? And that's just going to completely freeze the frame. And then on this layer, we go to effect, and I'll search it, and we go difference matte. And yeah, so you can see that the box straight away comes up. But where's my hand? Yeah, so I'm going to have to change the, where is it? Don't even know where my hand is now. Okay. So the difference layer, I think we do need 3. Yeah. Alright, there we go. Now, obviously you can see it looks terrible. So we want it to be a little bit smaller, maybe more than that. And then all we have to do is, I could have sworn there was feathering. it's not that. Yeah, so there we go, and hang on one sec. And so we're gonna do luma key. So that's so great. Now here's what we want. We want the threshold to be not that. We want key out similar. Okay, so we're gonna use the luma key. And you want to change this to key out similar, and then we want the threshold key out to similar. Yeah, there we go. That's not right either. Alright. I think we want the tolerance what even. Yeah, so there we go. And if I just get the hand like that, that's alright. And then we put the edge feather like up a little, and it'll blur it. If I delete that and I just freeze this a little bit later, like here. Then we want to yeah, so there we go. So I guess you're just gonna have to play around with it till it works. And then we get this, where if I render it out, now the glow is honestly pretty damn strong on that, so I'll turn that down. And if we actually, if I delete this, and then I just make this normal, we don't have, what are we getting here? I think one of these is going to be on rendering, add, none, add. Are they all on add? Alright, well great. If I just up what? Alright, well, it's a little bit weird, but guess that's how we're gonna have to do it. Yeah. Okay, glow is pretty bad. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the luma key. And then we have a project like this. And in the other thing, I made it so that like I had my hand and I swiped it and then it moved, it rotated. But I'm not going to do that because it's pretty much just keying. Jesus. It's just keying this to rotate. And this looks pretty good when you rotate it anyway. So you probably just want to play around with the colors. Like if I open this, it it looks a bit better, as you can see. And there's what is there on it actually? So you can see that I've used different colors. The edges are a bit lighter. If I go to it, it's a bit bigger too. There's more particles. Guess I'd just change it around a bit. The sphere feather is 3, which I don't think it was in the other one. But yeah, so yeah, you can see size random is on 75, which probably helped with that. Yeah, the color's pretty blue. Rendering we have add to. So yeah, that's it I guess for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed. Obviously you just have to play around with the colors and do some stuff. But yeah, you can see that putting this on the edges makes it look pretty damn cool. And so I hope that helped some of you guys. Because it was really fun for me to do, I guess. And even though the I guess tutorial didn't end up looking like this, that's partly because I forgot to do any of the camera depth of field stuff. But you can just change the camera depth of field in camera options. You want to change the focus distance, which you can see here makes like a thing on there. So yeah, you can do really cool stuff with that. So I hope you like this tutorial, and if you want to see more like this, subscribe. Probably won't be making another video for a while unless I do another school project or something like that. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.